Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak to all you wonderful people out there. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz with a special of Eid here on Sports Extra. We're here at the beautiful Serena Hotels in Islamabad. And where else do you want to be on the first evening of Eid? We've had a fantastic day. We've had some great food to eat. We've enjoyed a wonderful, blessed Ramadan. And now it's that time of the year where we meet friends and family, we meet our loved ones, and we enjoy as much as we can, because Eid is not just one day, is it? It's 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 days of spending time with family, friends, and our loved ones as well, even our work family, which is of course an extended family as well. So I just think it's a great time of the year. This Ramadan particularly has been very, very blessed as well. We've had some great weather if you've been living in Islamabad and Rawalpindi, and we have certainly enjoyed this Ramadan. It's a bit sad, whenever Ramadan is going, but now because we're on to Eid, so the joy is compensated. So I think we're all very, very excited. Like every year, this Eid, we decided to spend it with you because all the viewers of PTV World and Sports Extra are our family as well. And I think Eid is always special with family. So we decided to bring you all the exclusive content, talk to some wonderful people who will be celebrating this evening of Eid with us as well. And all of them are celebrities and superstars in their own domain. And why wouldn't they be? So we'll be talking to them and knowing how their Eid has been. And traditionally as well, because we're into professional fields now, a lot has changed over time since we've been growing up. So we'll talk about that as well. And of course, first of all, joining us is somebody who happens to be not a celebrity in Pakistan, but an international celebrity. And it's not just the game that she's played herself as well, but I think the cause, which is just wonderful, the way she has, empowered so many young girls to take up a sport and, be professional in that sport is just, I think, a model that deserves a lot of appreciation and a lot of applause, not only from Pakistan, but from all around the world. She's a very proud ambassador for Pakistan as well, wherever she goes. And we're very, very honored to have her celebrating this Eid with us on Sports Extra. She's none other than Misbah Hina. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak to you as well.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Well, it's an honor having you, and like I said, you're a great ambassador for Pakistan, so we thought it's justice that we celebrate this Eid with you as well.
So am I. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you very much for joining us. And of course, we move on. We've got a lot of talent in Pakistan, especially when it comes to football. So we're going to be talking to this young lady who is a footballer herself and how her Eid is going, and especially the fact that how do you balance that playing routine during Eid as well? That's one time of the year where you have to dress up, don't you? And you have to leave those clothes which are probably one of the most comfortable for any athlete, which is your sports attire. But we're going to be talking to her, knowing about her Eid and her traditions as well. Joining us is football player Mahnoor Faisal. Assalamu alaikum, Mahnoor.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Eid Mubarak to you.
Khair Mubarak.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very well. How's Eid treating you so far?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Thank you very much for being on the show as well. Also moving on, we've got someone who really has a lot of courage. I mean, the art that she's mastered, climbing is not easy. Not everybody's ball game, let alone, a woman empowering herself to do that as well. She's been on our program multiple times, but we're lucky to have her on Eid as well. She's of course a climber, and she's a fantastic climber nonetheless. Joining us is Miss Iqra. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak to you, Iqra.
Eid Mubarak to you as well.
Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. You tell?
I'm very well. I hope there was no climbing on Eid.
No,
Not
we
at
took
all.
a break for Ramzan.
Right. So finally, somebody's got a break as well. But obviously, it's very important to discuss all angles of life. And I think one of the most important angles of being a broadcast journalist and a presenter as well, we really appreciate content creators. They're really doing a fantastic job. They're bringing us exciting content. And every day, I think there's a new ladder that you've got to climb. The bar is being set so high. So joining us is another fantastic lady, and she happens to be a content creator. Joining us is Ammara Faisal. Assalamu alaikum, Ammara.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
I'm good. How are
Thank you very much for joining us. Eid Mubarak to you and your family.
Eid Mubarak to you.
Thank you very much. So of course, we'll just get the discussion started as well. And there's a lot that we'll be talking throughout the show, and a lot we'll try to explore as well. But Misbah, so far, Ramadan this time has been awfully quick, hasn't it? But now we're on to Eid as well. So how's your day been so far, and how you feel in this Eid?
So as you said, we were blessed enough to have a good weather in Ramzan, so we haven't stopped playing volleyball. So we have been training throughout the Ramzan, so it was very good for us as well. Being an athlete, I would say the weather was really good.
I'm tempted to ask you, how's the academy going? Because it's a fantastic setup, we know that already, and numbers are increasing. So how's the family there in the academy?
Yes, academy is going good so far. We have established another sports academy with it. So we are trying to work on multiple initiatives to, to get engaged more girls in our program so far.
And how's your international, obligations going? Because we've been seeing a lot of traveling has been done by Misbah this year.
Yes, international tours went really well. I was blessed enough to get the opportunity to travel to different countries to to promote sports and to promote the work that we have been doing in Pakistan.
So it's a bit of a cliche now. I think if we ask you this, you probably get a bit frustrated. But for still people who are not aware of this right to play, where did this idea certainly click that, this is something I'm going to be doing?
Okay, so Right to Play is basically an international organization who has been working in Pakistan since 2018. So it's basically an organization who is working on sports and play. It's more on focusing more on physical education and affiliating it with different educations and all the systems that we are running in schools. So I have been with Right to Play from past few years, and I'm glad that the work that I do, and I love actually the work that we have been doing.
Certainly, and I think it's a fantastic cause itself. And the way Misbah has really empowered girls, from her area as well, is a fantastic model. And I think each and every one of us should be a part of that cause, because at the end of the day, it's about investing in the future generations for Pakistan, and especially empowering our young girls who will be the next future leaders, inshallah, as well. But Mahnoor, talking about your career, is it finally a time that you take a break, or is there still football going on Eid as well?
On Eid, obviously, everyone's gone back to their roots, their villages, to meet their family. So we don't really play football on Eid. But during Ramadan, after iftar, we book out grounds. We keep friendly games to keep the routine going, keep us in the routine, and not break the rhythm.
So how's football been for you? I mean, was it a sport that you fell in love with instantly, or did it take time for you to realize that football is something I want to do in life?
If I'm being honest, in my family, my family is very sports oriented itself, but everyone in my family has been more tilted towards golf, and my father, he tried to put me in golf as well. But watching people play football and the happiness after winning a game, the sadness after a loss, it just made me, tilt towards football. And I did get discouraged a bit when I started playing, because I wasn't up to the mark, obviously, because I started very late. But I did fall in love with it, and yes, it's going well.
Certainly. So still running away from golf, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, at least one of them has been successful to get away from golf and go into football, but I think that's a fantastic thing itself as well. Miss Iqra, of course, the very brave Miss Iqra that you are, climbing everywhere you can. So how's the career going so far, and how's Eid going?
It's going good, Alhamdulillah. We're planning to participate in a few World Cups this year. And obviously my main aim is to represent Pakistan in the Olympics, so focusing more towards that goal. And yes, on day one, I guess everyone's busy with their family, but definitely we're going to plan something in these holidays, so that we can go back to the mountains and climb and get some fresh air, because we couldn't do anything in Ramzan.
Yes. So you're never taking a break on Eid?
No. Definitely not. We're going to plan something for the climb, some Eid Milan sort of climbing fest or something like that.
Well, you've heard of Eid Milan parties. This is the first time we're hearing Eid Milan climbing. So, I mean, imagine that. That's how special careers become as well. But Miss Content Creator, Miss Ammara, tell us about your career, and especially on Eid. I think it's that time of the year when, for you particularly, there's a lot of content to develop.
Yeah, since the Eid started, I love content creating videos and uploading it.
So right, so she absolutely loves it, and I think Eid is that time of the year when she's going to get everybody asking her to make a video. So I think it really gets special as well. But obviously traditions are changing. The world is now a very busy place, and seldom people get time to even talk to their loved ones. But Eid does become that part. But fortunately, you come from a culture and a region where these values are still practiced. So do tell us about your area and how Eid is particularly celebrated over there.
Of course, Eid is very special for everyone, whether it's in Gilgit, whether it's in Punjab or anywhere else. So far our Eid, we have been always with our family, but since because of studies, because of our work, we are far from our families. We usually celebrate Eid, not that we have celebrated in our last years, but Eid is very special for us. Of course, it's time that you create this bonding with your relatives, with your families. It's very special.
It is, certainly it is. And I think the culture over there in the region where Misbah hails from, is so beautiful. I mean, they're so, welcoming, not only to the families, to the friends, and to the extended families. You know, even if you go there as a guest for the first time, you'll be treated with so much love, you'll never want to come back.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's the best part about, going up north as well. So it really is certainly special. But Mahnoor, what is the tradition on Eid for your family? I mean, growing up and obviously generation to generation, what is that one special thing that is there every Eid?
I would say the one special thing is that no matter where everyone is around the world, I have cousins living abroad, my khala and everyone, they've been living abroad. But Eid is that time of the year when everyone knows they have to come back, they have to gather, spend time with each other, spend quality time before we disperse and go back to our own lives. So that is, and also that our family is basically like, it consists mostly of girls. So Eid is mostly like for girls, the festivity and everything, mainly and everything. So yeah, that's like a tradition.
So there's a
for
big
us.
fanfare, at your place
yeah,
probably. So
yeah.
I think that's fun as well. And the more people you have, the more the Eid. So I
Yeah,
think
the more the merrier.
we're going to come to that part. That's the most special part. And on Sports Extra, we're going to give you Eid as well. So you don't let yourselves off the telly, because it's a very special moment that's going to come your way in just a bit as well. But Iqra, what are your traditions throughout the family when you talk about Eid as well? Is there one tradition that is still going on from generation to generation?
So I think my family is very workaholic. So each and every person in my family is waiting for these holidays so that they could go explore some place in Pakistan, especially up north. So we're just like every year, first day we celebrate it with family. People come over, we go over for dinners, we distribute EDs. Obviously, we get EDs, and then next day we're off to somewhere. We're traveling, we're exploring Pakistan.
Have you reached the point where now you're distributing, or is there still receiving?
Yes,
on
no,
one end?
I have reached this point because I have nephews and younger niece, so I think I'm never spared by them. I have to give them something.
The hardest part of growing
Yes.
up is realizing that you're the one who's now on the giving end, not the receiving one. So I think it's an emotional moment for most of us. But Miss Ammara, what is the tradition in your family on Eid? Do you also have a lot of people coming and getting together?
Yeah, a lot of my family members come, and we like to travel. We travel north area, like on day 3, like we go to
The whole family.
yeah, the whole.
So
family.
that's good. I mean, you have like picnic and family trips
Yeah,
on Eid.
picnic, family.
But that's great, somebody at least is keeping that tradition alive of having family trips and going on Eid as well. But Misbah, I'm pretty sure you're also on the giving end, not the receiving end. Or are you still on the receiving
No,
end?
no. I am the youngest one in my family,
Right.
and the sooner I realize that I grew up and I have to give the EDs, it's the saddest part, Yeah.
So how many people are we looking at? And because the economic figures are, evolving, is the amount also going up, or is it still?
Yes, it's going up, and there's a lot of children that we have in our family, and then we have to distribute EDs, and it's the cutest and the happiest moment that we share with our family, I think.
Absolutely, it is, and certainly I think because the tradition of Eid cards is seldom there, so I think at least the Eid tradition is still alive, and I think mostly it's alive because it comprises of money. So, so I think money's not going anywhere, even if paper does. So I think that truly is. But what kind of EDs are we looking at? Are you a rich woman at the end of Eid, or is it
Yes.
not
Yes.
happening?
Yeah, like when the family gathers, there's so many people. So basically, us cousins, we have this thing. If one of our family members isn't giving us Eid, we choose one of the cousins who's the favorite. We send them downstairs, meet the family. And then when they get the Eid, they call everyone. They're like, "Acha, aajo, come get the Eid."
That's a genius plan. I mean, you guys are actually
But
you're
we do get
planting
rich,
someone
yeah.
to get. I appreciate that. I think somebody needs to at least keep this tradition of alive. If nobody's giving you Eid, you send in your best troops to do that
Take
job.
one for the team, yeah.
So is it then the equal amount that is distributed, or does someone get even more than what the
Yeah,
first
no,
person
it's
got?
equal.
It's equal. So and are we at the end are you cousins also talking about the total amount that you've gotten, or you tend to hide that?
We
from
keep counting it as we're getting it. So by the end of the day, we know
And what's the most thing that you guys spend it on after Eid then?
food.
Food. Thank God. I was thinking she's going to say new football, but at least she said food as well. So I think that tradition certainly is there. But have you also been a very generous aunt in giving Eid, or are you the one that will just, you know, distribute
Luckily,
anything?
I just have 2 nephews here, so I'm generous aunt. I just give them whatever I get. So I think they're young right now and they deserve to get the Eid. And I mean, when we were young, we used to be very happy when we used to receive Eid. So I am a generous aunt.
But we were always hoping for, you know, all the relatives to give it to us. But since you're saying everything, she said everything she gets, she gives it away. So how, she's like probably the most generous person. At the end of the day, she's not keeping anything at all. But Ammara, what's the figures that we're looking at for Eid for your household? Is it like very much, or, you know, is it just like some people giving Eid right now?
I am the receiving one. Like I don't give,
Right. So what are you planning to spend Eid on this year?
on my camera, some
On your
iPhone
work.
11 or 12 maybe.
Spoken like a true professional. So she's particularly going to be spending on her camera, on her equipment, on all the gadgets and gizmos that make special as well. But you know, growing up, Eid is just one sad part that we realize isn't there anymore for us. But what is another memory that you miss about growing up and you say that, you know, that was my favorite Eid when I was young?
I think what I've seen in my family, in my gathering, that a lot of people have got very busy in their lives, and a lot of people in our family, they can't travel, those who are abroad, those who are living far from the families. As she said, and as Mahnoor mentioned, that Eid is very special for all of us, but when some of us in our family miss out the Eid celebrations, it's very sad. You feel, you miss their presence. So I think that is one thing that
What about you, Manu? Is there something that you miss about, you know, still not grown up, but still growing up, you know?
I miss the excitement that, you know, you used to have after Ramadan. Like when we were young, obviously, like some of us wouldn't fast, but like the excitement that Eid is coming and getting the clothes made, going for Mehndi and all of that, like it's still there. We're still like upholding the traditions, but the excitement is slowly going away as we grow up. So I do miss the excitement.
Absolutely. Miss Iqra, what do you miss
I
most
agree
about
with
Eid?
Mahnoor that when we were young, we used to be more excited about Eid. I think now, since everyone has grown up, everyone has moved to different cities, different countries, so I miss celebrating Eid with my cousins, my siblings around.
Yeah, that I think is certainly a sad part. Ammara, is there anything that you miss about Eid when you were a, you know, young little girl, tiny little Ammara?
Yeah, when we used to make Eid cards and give it to our parents and grandparents. I miss those.
Is
those
there still
days.
someone making Eid cards in your family?
Yeah,
Does it still happen?
my younger sisters.
Younger sister. Wonderful. I think Ammara and her sisters, you know, deserve a big appreciation and a big shout out for still keeping the traditions of Eid cards alive as well. But Ammara, thank you very much for sharing a wonderful memory. I think that's absolutely remarkable. But I think more fun and more excitement is going to continue about Eid. But we're just going to go towards a short break. Stay tuned. We'll come right back. Welcome back to our Eid special here on Sports Extra. Once again, we're joining you from the beautiful Serena Hotels, Islamabad. We'd just like to thank them for their hospitality and absolutely lovely the atmosphere we see here at Serena Hotels. It's always a pleasure celebrating Eid, or whichever occasion you have. Coming to Serena Hotels is always a great feat as well. But we're going to be talking about more climbing as well, and one more particular guest has joined us, and she also happens to be a climber. So obviously Iqra is not the only one now. So joining us is Miss Fatima, who's also a climber as well. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak to you too.
Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. How are you?
So I'm very well. So tell us about your career of climbing. So you're a climber as well.
yeah.
So when did you start climbing first of all?
When I was little, when I started crawling, I used to climb up the couches. Then when I was like 7, I joined a group, the Adventure Club. Then I started climbing in Mergla Hills. From there, now I'm a rock climber.
So how is the experience? Do you enjoy what you're doing, or is it
Yeah.
still very, very tough to do?
Yeah, I enjoy doing rock
You
climbing.
enjoy it. So how's the training? How do you train for, for a day, and what is the routine for you when you go to your club as well?
Um, uh, we go for rock climbing in Marga Hills every weekend, but we don't go at weekdays because I also have to study. So
Well, she sweet, so she has to study, so she's only climbing on the weekends as well. But Iqra, it's a fantastic thing that we've got, such a young generation joining you as well. So, tell us about the population that we have who's interested in climbing like Fatima's there as well.
Yes, definitely. She's been climbing with me, so I have seen her talent. And I think now, when I started climbing, there were there wasn't much awareness about climbing. People didn't knew what climbing is or where do we have opportunities to learn this specific sport. But now I have seen more female members coming to this sport, and those who are really interested to know what the sport is and how to play this.
So how's the structure right now? Because I remember last time we talked about this as well, but now obviously things are improving. It's a digital age. So what's the general response when you tell people that, climbing exists in Pakistan?
I think it's much better than before, and when we tell people yes that climbing does exist in Pakistan, people are really interested and people are really like, really climbing in Pakistan? Where can we go? They're really interested and they want to know where they can go and try this sport. So yes, people are becoming more aware about the sport, and I hope that we'll see more people participating internationally as well.
And especially I think living in Islamabad is a big plus point.
Yes, definitely, because of the Margla Hills and a few other pitches like in Shadra Valley and Saidpur Valley, we have so many rocky pitches where we can go and climb. So we're lucky to be living in Islamabad.
So which is the toughest one you've seen so far in Islamabad?
The toughest one is there's this spot named Jungle Rock. It's near Damniko.
So that's the most tough
it's
one.
It's very toughest one.
That's the toughest one as
Yes.
well. So I think such fantastic destinations exist in Islamabad that, get in contact with Iqra, join the club and start climbing. We've just seen Fatima, who's probably, I think at one point the youngest climbers, one of the youngest climbers that we've had on the show. So I think it's a fantastic opportunity for everyone to join in and be part of this club as well, because obviously living in Islamabad you do get a couple of perks as well, and we've got a fantastic terrain when you talk about the mountains surrounding Islamabad, be it the Magla Hills or the Shadra Valley, as Iqra rightly mentioned as well. And I think there's so many destinations throughout the Magla Hills that you can explore, and exploring is also a very beautiful part of climbing, so you get to explore new places as well, and the scenic beauty once you've reached the summit is just beautiful, isn't it? I think that makes amends for all of it as well. Misbah, talking about your career so far, you've been an inspiration for so many young girls. And now that you see that they finally have a platform which you unfortunately didn't growing up, how quickly is the scenario changing for those girls? And especially because of them, their families are changing, the whole locality they belong to are changing. How's the transformation level?
Like personally, I have seen a great change in the perception and the awareness related to the parents and the participation of women in sports in general. So while growing up, what I have seen, what I have experienced was totally different. We didn't have any, the platform that these girls have right now. So so far I think that we were lucky enough to even get the platform to, to perform, to get into teams, to represent different clubs and all that. But these girls need more. I think it's the work that we are doing is still not enough. We need to do more. We need to invest. We need a lot of people to come forward and to invest and to give these girls what they deserve, because we have seen that Pakistan has got a lot of talent. There are a lot of girls that needs these platforms, that needs these opportunities to go and just represent the country internationally.
So we're into 2025 right now, and from your experience and your international exposure, what's the biggest challenge right now in Pakistan?
I think if you talk about the challenge right now is the crisis, is the problem of financial status that we all have, we all are going through. As you know that the US and all the different countries, they have cut down the budget system, and we don't have enough projects to to bring to Pakistan and all that. But I think if we work together, if we utilize and if we work in collaboration with the local government, the local bodies that we have in Pakistan, I think we can create a better platform for these girls here in our
And one
country.
thing which you've done fairly well is the public-private partnership model. So in Pakistan, there exist a lot of corporate companies
Yes.
who understand their corporate social responsibility.
So far, we haven't worked with much in Pakistan, but I think this is the right time to, get in touch with them, to work in collaboration with them as well.
Well, certainly, and I think all corporate companies out there as well. I think this onus comes on all of us. All of us have a solemn responsibility of giving it back to the community, and this is the best time to do it as well. Investing in youth as well, especially when it comes to young girls. But Mahnoor, you also represent a very powerful population of young girls out there. So how is the outlook for football? Because certainly we've got a national side now as well. A lot is changing. People are actually more involved with the sport. So how have you seen mindsets changing regarding the sport?
When I started playing football, we didn't have as many platforms to play as we do now. Like we have nationals very frequently, girls are coming out. The government, like, I know it's not enough, as she said, but it's still something, like it's something more than what we were being given when I started a few years back. And the government is taking this initiative where they're calling girls from other provinces, giving them places to stay here, giving them daily allowances and organizing tournaments. So I think it is like we are progressing, but not as much as we should be. If we want to go somewhere, if we want to develop, like our sports, I don't think we're gonna need a bit more work there.
And it's a beautiful platform, sports, isn't it? Because even your bunch of girls that you're playing with, each and every one of them is coming from a different family, different background. But once you're playing, you're all together in the same place.
Yeah. It is like, it's a very beautiful thing that, parents are now letting, actually pushing their daughters to go and participate in sports. And they're coming from different backgrounds, different mindsets. And, when we're in a team together, it's like we're one unit. So it's very beautiful, and I appreciate it.
Absolutely, and I think all of us have, like I said, this is the responsibility of all of us to create an enabling environment for these young girls to come out and play and be part of this beautiful game as well, whichever career they're enjoying in sports. It's now a professional field, and I think Pakistan is now realizing it as well. But Iqra, talk us through your journey of changing mindsets. The first time when Iqra said, I want to be a climber, and people would have been like, are you serious, you want to do that? So how are the mindsets now changing?
Yes, definitely. Mindsets have changed a lot now. When I started climbing, like I mentioned before, people didn't know what climbing really is. So I had to, make people understand what climbing is and how I can make my career into this sport. So now, at least in my circle, people do know about what climbing is, and they do encourage now. I mean, I've seen parents bringing their young daughters and putting them into different training programs so that they can learn climbing as well now.
So what's the biggest challenge 2025? What's the biggest challenge that still is there, and you want that challenge to be probably?
I think the biggest challenge that in 2025 as climbers we're facing is the financial support. I think I would really want to work more towards it so that I can make it easier for myself and for other climbers to participate in different training programs abroad, and obviously in different World Cups internationally as well. I think I would really want to work more on this so that people could come and support us financially, and there are more opportunities of people sponsoring us.
Absolutely, and I think it's very important that the financial end of any sports athlete is catered for, because they want to only focus on the sport itself, not worry about the numbers and the money that is supposed to go. It's a very expensive field now, any sport that you're playing. So I think it's very important that the financial structures are sorted as well, and everybody that can contribute, be it a corporate social responsibility, a corporate company, the government departments, anyone can take patronage of that particular sport as well. Ms. Fatima, you're the youngest amongst all of us, so are you still getting a lot of Eid this Eid as well?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with that Eid?
I'm gonna save it.
Save it and then do what?
Then I'm gonna, I don't know yet. I'm gonna think about it.
Right, she's going to think about it. She's going to save a lot of it, and then when she's a millionaire, and then she's going to think about what to do with that. So I think that's a bit of honesty as well. But now we come to a very fun part of Sports Extra. Every Eid, we tend to ask our guests about one favorite memory that they have of Eid and one embarrassing incident of Eid as well. A lot of us have had horrible incidents on various Eid that have tend to be something that we want to forget. But unfortunately, we keep on remembering them, and we're going to do that once again. We're going to make you remember that. So Misbah, first of all, what's your best memory of Eid, and what's that one embarrassing incident that you want to forget?
I think the best memory for me would be to be with my family, to have a good time with my family. And the worst part of, or the embarrassing would be like, I'm a grown up now, and then convincing my brothers and my elders to give me Eid. It's kind of an embarrassment for me.
But you're
now.
the youngest, you should be an automatic selection.
Yes, I'm already, I'm grown up now. So it's a bit embarrassing now to go and ask for Eid, and they don't give it. And the younger ones in my family are now getting a lot of Eid than us. It's different things.
No, I would just request to the elder siblings of Misbah Hina that she's still the youngest. She'll always be the youngest. So be generous. Come on. And then we'll mention you on live television that you've done that. So I think we'll give you a plus point. We'd request you to give her as much Eid as you can. But Miss Mahnoor, one best memory of Eid and one embarrassing incident that you really want to forget.
The best memory of Eid is, when like everyone leaves and they go home, and the immediate family, they go out or they sit down and they debrief about the entire day. They have fun, they talk about how their day went and everything. And the most embarrassing memory would be when you go and you're expecting your family member to give you Eid, and you're putting your hand out and they don't end up giving you Eid. So you just turn around and you leave. That,
certainly,
yeah, I really want to
There
forget
needs to be a whole manual. If somebody says no, break the glass, or you find that code in the book. But I think beautifully narrated as well. But Iqra, what's your best memory of Eid and one embarrassing incident that you?
I think I'll start with my embarrassing moment first. I think I've felt really embarrassed when I was young, and I used to get henna up till my shoulders and wear those sleeveless clothes. I think I'm very embarrassed now when I look
You
at
still
my
would have
pictures.
pictures of those.
Yes, I do, and I would never show them to anyone. Instead, I would just
Burn them.
delete them, and yes. And I think every Eid is very special to everyone. So yes, when I was young, we used to go back to my Mamu's place and celebrate Eid over there. It was really special.
Certainly,
Yes.
I think it's a beautiful memory and a beautiful embarrassing incident as well that she highlights. But Fatima, what's your favorite thing about Eid? What's the favorite thing?
Eid.
Eid? It had to be Eid. So obviously, and Fatima, what's your favorite food on Eid as well? We have to ask you.
Mamtu, it's a traditional food from Gilgit.
A traditional food from Gilgit. So what is it made of?
It can be made of beef, mutton, chicken.
So it has a lot of meat in it. So anything with meat in it, we like it already. Are you going to bring it for us next time?
I'll try.
She'll try. So she'll try, but I'm sure Fatma will try her best and we'll get to taste Mamtu as well. But I think fantastic memories that we've got of Eid as well, and I think it's just been absolutely fantastic. But like I said, I promised our guests that we're going to give them Eid on this Eid, and this time the Eid is being given to them. It's an opportunity that they can win their own Eid, and that is of course a segment which is going to be a very interesting one. So we're going to each give them an opportunity to answer a question, and if they answer it correctly, this of course will be a special moment for them, because they'll be entitled to receive a fantastic voucher courtesy of Serena Hotels. So whoever amongst you ladies wins is going to get a very, very handsome voucher by Serena Hotels, and it can be a dinner, it can be lunch, it can be anything, and I'm sure you're eager to win. You want to win? Are you sure?
Definitely.
Well, there you go. Right. So we'll start off with a couple of questions, and whoever gets the question right, whoever gets the leading point, it's very simple, can win. So each and every one of them gets one opportunity, because obviously if it's a show of hands, then obviously it gets a bit technical and tricky as well, and I don't have a buzzer. So I really want to keep this simple. So Miss Misbah, the riddle is very simple. I have hands, no arms, a face, but no eyes. What am I?
I have hands, no eyes,
No arms,
no arms.
a face. What am I?
What could that be? How much time I have?
10 seconds.
Okay. A rock? A stone?
No, close enough, but no. Thank you very much. Same question. Would you like to answer? I have hands, no arms, a face, but no eyes. What am I?
I have no idea.
Think about it.
Can you repeat that for me?
So I have hands, no arms, a face, but no eyes.
Hands, no arms. Um, I have
No. So she wanted to skip as well. So Mahnoor and Misbah could not get that right. Miss Iqra, same
Is
riddle.
it a clock?
It's a clock. She got it right. So congratulations, and I think a round of applause for Miss Iqra for winning the fantastic voucher as well. But Fatima, what's your favorite cartoon? Do you have one? Do you like to watch television?
Yeah.
Okay, so which is your favorite television show?
Um,
Fatma's got to think about it. So she's watching very less television. But congratulations, Miss Iqra.
Thank you so much.
Not only a sharp climber, but a sharp mind as well. And I think a lot of that climbing is helping you sharpen your mind as well.
Definitely it is.
Why? Why is that?
I think I'm able to release my, stressful hormones when I'm climbing. So it keeps my mind working as well.
So anyone who wants to get a sharp mind, go and climb some sharp rocks as well. As simple as that. But Iqra, I must ask you something very particular. After this program or even before that, there will be many, many young girls and boys who want to become a climber or at least, take the first step. So what would you like to highlight for them and, give them an idea of how they can at least start?
I would recommend all the young female or male members, girls or boys who want to start climbing, they should initially join some sort of climbing group. There's so many groups in Islamabad now. We have a specific federation, climbing federation, which is located in Islamabad Sports Complex, Alpine. Its name is Alpine. They can go there, contact the coaches, trainers, or they can join some private club where they can go and start learning climbing. I think the first step is to learn the basics and to know more about the safety.
Certainly, that's for all you climbers out there. But now it brings us to our final segment, where we do take very special messages from all our esteemed guests, which they'd like to give out to the audience as well on Eid. So Misbah, will of course start with you. What's your message on this Eid in the year 2025?
So my message to all the girls and all the youngsters, the youth, would be just believing in yourself, never give up, because and also use sports because sports, I think, is the best tool to empower the youth, to bring them on the ground whatever they want to do. So I think, yeah.
Certainly a beautiful message. Of course, Miss Mahnoor, what's your message to your millions of fans out there?
My message would be to people my age and younger than me that you should explore yourself before deciding on one thing, and if you want to pursue a sport, regardless of the obstacles that you face, you should be consistent and you should go ahead and achieve that goal.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Achieve a goal and score a goal.
Yeah.
Do both of them at the same time. Iqra, what's your message to everyone out there on Eid?
My message to everyone out there is that everything is possible and there is no limit, there is no end. So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to pursue, I think now is the time to just start it.
Absolutely. Wonderfully said by Iqra as well. Miss Fatima, would you like to give any message to your friends and family on Eid?
yeah. My message to my age fellows is that they are always on their on the phones and electronics, and they don't do any healthy activities. So using phone all the time and just studying and just doing their homework and go back on the phone, it's very unhealthy. So they should go out there and do some sports and do other curricular activities, so they would be healthy. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, ladies, thank you very much to each and every one of you, Misbah, Mahnoor, Iqra and Miss Fatima. Thank you very much for joining us, making our Eid special. Eid Mubarak once again to all of you and your families. Thank you very much. Well, there you have it. You've learned from these super ladies who have given you all the insight about their Eid and their careers, and beautiful messages that have come across as well. My message to all of you would be the same as of every Eid. Remember those who are in need. Remember those who are, unfortunate, are not in that category where they can celebrate a wholesome Eid. Never forget them. And if you, have not been talking to anyone for any odd reason, just forget and spread a smile and just say hello and thank you and be grateful for what you have. On that note, we'd like to wish a very special Eid Mubarak to our entire PTV World team who have always been behind the scenes, especially first of all to my production team which is there every day bringing you the best of Sports Extra, from our producers, our co-producers, our researchers, coordinators, especially to our technical team which includes the cameramen, it includes the IT, engineering, the lightmen, you know, every department that you can think of has made it a huge success for us to bring you this exclusive content. At the end, we'd also like to thank once again Serena Hotels for their absolutely wonderful hospitality and for making sure that we bring a very special program to you on Eid as well. Still 2 more days to go. We've got exclusive programming coming your way throughout Eid. Keep on watching PTV World and keep on watching Sports Extra. From me and my entire team of Sports Extra, to all you beautiful people out there, it's Allah Hafiz, but Eid Mubarak.